Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Darth Vader Black, White, and Red Issue 1, which is a brand new comic miniseries from Marvel about Vader. But each issue will have multiple different stories. The first story in this issue is a Hard Shutdown Part 1, which will be a 4-part story in all 4 issues, which is written by Jason Aaron with art by Leonard Kirk. But in this issue, there's 2 other stories. One titled Inescapable by writer and artist Peach Momoko, and Dissolution of Hope written by Torin Gromback with art by Klaus Janson, which the issue was released on April 26, 2023, which I was kind of whatever on it. The story in Inescapable was interesting, kind of a trippy story where it was fully art-based, there was no dialogue. Out of the 3 stories, I had the best art also, but it's pretty much about this, I guess, girl having nightmares about a weird, trippy looking Vader. I don't know. Like I said, very trippy, very weird, but I really enjoyed that. Kind of just a simple story. Like I said, no dialogue. So it's probably my favorite one of the 3 stories. But I will say it wasn't that hard because I really didn't care that much for the other 2 stories. Hard Shutdown Part 1 is only the first part of a 4-part story. And so far, it really just didn't grab me too much. Pretty much the story is Vader's like on this moon looking for this one dude named Dr. Senval, but Vader is asking what I guess is Senval's son named Sin about where Senval is, which Sin reveals that Senval is dead, and I guess, once Vader gets that news, he is expecting Sin and some others to do a rebel ambush on him, which they do, but Sin says that they aren't rebels, but Vader, easily takes them all out and then asks Sin who hired him, which Sin just says, Padme, help me, which shocks Vader. He asks Sin where he learned that name, which allows Sin to put this stun thingy on Vader, taking him out, which, one thing I do want to mention real quick, in the scene, Sin reveals like a tattoo with some Arbesh letters, which I did translate it, and it was just gibberish. It didn't really say anything, so it's kind of disappointing, because the Arbesh, the art in the issue is just black, white, and red, and the Arbesh is red, so anything that's red kind of stands out a lot more, so it made it stand out more, made it seem more important, and it just translated to a bunch of gibberish, so that's kind of weird. But the story ends with Sin calling up someone, telling them that it worked, and that he's on his way with the cargo, referring to Vader. So yeah, but like I said, about the art, I thought it was fine. Like I said, it was just black, white, and red. And so the red does stand out a good bit. I'm also just not super into mainly just black and white comics. I like some color in them. But the story so far for this Hard Shutdown, it just hasn't grabbed me yet. Maybe by the end of the 4 parts I'll have been more into it. But right now I just haven't been. But the last story, Dissolution of Hope, I just wasn't really super into it that much. You see this group of, I guess, rebels go on a suicide mission to this planet called Torku to take out this Imperial base, which Vader is also there, and they want to take him out, but it obviously doesn't work, and they all die without taking out the base and Vader. So I don't know. I just didn't really care for it. Maybe there was more to it, I just didn't understand, I guess. But the art in this one was similar to the Hard Shutdown, and just that's black, white, and red. And once again, like black and white comics, I just don't really like them too much. The uses of red is cool, but maybe it's because I read them digitally. Maybe these ones look way better in a physical form, but digitally they just don't really look that good to me. I just like I like color. So yeah, but all in all, I just wasn't super crazy about this issue. I like the art and trippiness of the second story, Inescapable, but the other ones I just wasn't into. Then again, most comics, one issue comics will have multiple stories in one issue. I just never end up being as into them, mainly because their stories are just so short and they don't have enough time to really do much, which is why I like the story Inescapable. It is a more simpler, shorter story, so it just worked well. So yeah, but my grade for Darth Vader Black, White, and Red issue 1 is going to be a C. So yeah, but I will continue to review the other 3 issues. The next issue comes out in a week or 2, so I'll do a review of that then. But In the meantime, check out all my other comic reviews, all my other Darth Vader comic reviews, and everything else I do. 5 stars, I'll catch you guys in the next one.